What's going on, everyone? It's the Niskel. Welcome back to The Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past. In the last episode, we searched Kakariko Village for this guy, and we found him nowhere near Kakariko Village, and he has given us the quest to go to the East Palace and get the pendant, so I think we're gonna go do that right now. Now, on your map, he should have marked it. Yep, he actually marks all 3 pendants and the Master Sword for you. So, after you get all 3 pendants, go get the sword. At least that's what he tells us. So, as kind of a small test here, he wants you to go get the first pendant at the East Palace, which is where we are at now. We're in the ruins, close to the palace. So, he just wants to see if we can do it. And these guys, I believe they're Armos Knights? Don't quote me on that. I'm just going by memory of typical Zelda enemies. I think that's the one thing that Ocarina of Time did for me. It actually told me what the enemies' names were, so I wouldn't have to look it up in a guide or game facts or anything like that. So, good on you, Ocarina of Time, you taught me names. But this one, they don't tell you anything about the enemies or anything like that. I mean, I just know these are regular knights. These are Armos Knights. What I find funny is whenever you get close to the other ones, they don't move. But as soon as you get close to these ones, like you can be like 1 square away and they don't do anything. But as soon as you get even closer, they start attacking you. Nope. There we go. All right, so here we go into our first dungeon. The East Palace. Now, this palace really isn't that difficult, especially if you know where you're going, but I think that's said about every other dungeon ever in a Zelda game. If you know what to do, it's fine. But this one, I feel, is the one that's pretty straightforward, actually. You don't have to do any like backtracking or anything. You don't have to come in here with a specific item. Just come in with your cunning and wits, and you should be fine. But what this one does do is introduce floor panels and switches. I mean, kind of a novel concept now, but look for the mismatched tile on the floor, and you can open doors. Alright, now we've got giant balls flying at us, which I don't know who could install something like this. Like, I'm not, questioning the reality of a video game, but I'm just saying, what is the point of this in a palace? I don't know, maybe it's to keep out intruders, and in some points it does work. Let's see, I don't want to go this way. I do like I wouldn't say the feel, more the layout of this palace dungeon. I think it does a really good job of teaching you the basics right at the beginning. And you also get a really cool item starting out, one of the first Zelda items. I mean, besides the boomerang being amazing. And I love how these guys just jump into their friends and get cornered so that I can take them down one by one. Let's see, what's in here? Oh, these enemies. These are very annoying enemies. And for one reason and one reason only. They never stop. You can only kill them with an item that we'll get later. And when they hit you, not only do they take health away, they also take magic. So yeah, annoying enemies. And right away, we get the dungeon map. So let's see what's going on in this dungeon. 2 floors? I can deal with 2 floors. That doesn't seem difficult at all. Alright, now we need to hit the other side of that long stretch of pathway. And I would really like full magic again. One of the advantages of beating a dungeon is getting all your health and magic back. And I think that's going to be the only way I'm getting all my magic back, because this game isn't dropping many magic bottles. You guys! Now, something I find really weird. These are, I guess you would consider them like level 1 enemies. Like, they're not doing much. They're not attacking back. They're just jumping away. The boomerang actually doesn't stun them. And my sword can't hit them. So I think the best option... There we go. I think I can just run right into him. Can I do that? He jumped after getting hit. I guess he had like a delay pain or something like that. This one, I think, drops them from the sky. Oh no, they just appear. Okay. Now, I think the boomerang actually does just regular damage to enemies like this. Don't quote me on that, because it looks like it's doing damage because it's not stunning them. So I would assume that's what it's doing. And in here, you get the compass. So, on one side the compass, on the other side the map. And actually, if you go to this side, you're able to get down to the ground floor here. Let's see. So with the compass, you can see all the different rooms that you haven't been to yet. You can do that with the map, but it doesn't light up anything. Like the big warning sign that the compass does is show you where the boss is. So we need to go to a different floor to see the boss. And you're speaking to me telepathically through a panel on the wall. Got it. Oh, really? So the item in this dungeon will help with armored foes. Got it. Alright, can't get through there. I actually forget what to get through there. I remember how to get there, I believe. But we'll see what happens. Okay, so the one thing that's different about this from, I believe, any other Zelda game, past Ocarina of Time, or Ocarina of Time past it, you gotta have the big key to open the item of the dungeon. Which makes sense that you kind of want you to work for your reward, I guess. But I just think it's kind of jerkish, because some of the placements of the big keys later makes it so that you do have to backtrack somewhat, which is fine, I guess. If you enjoy playing the game as much, you won't be as annoyed with it. And this is just cruel! Man, I really wish I knew what the names of those enemies were. So here, there aren't any torches at all, and I can't really see anything. There's a key around here somewhere, but this is a good place to get all your hearts back and some magic back. Oh, there it is, of course, in the last one I try. Oh, I can't believe I actually made that. Oh, here we go. I guess this is what I was trying to do a bit earlier. Couldn't remember how to get up here, but now I do. Ah, here we go. This is a very suspicious-looking room. Kind of obvious when you look at it on what you might be getting in this room. What I'd like to do is get rid of all the other smaller enemies, because as soon as you get rid of all the enemies, those guys break up. And the way to kill these things, at the moment, is just to throw pots at them. You can't hurt them when their eye is closed, which kind of sucks, but, you know, you learn to live with it. And right here, guess what we get? The boss key, or the big key. I don't think I'll ever get its name right. I like the term boss key a lot better. And with it, you can open up these doors with the giant locks. Kind of nice, because most of the times they give you shortcuts. Either that or they lead you straight to the boss. So now that we have boss key in hand, let's see what we get. So the spectacular dungeon item that we get for the Eastern Palace is the bow and arrow! Love that little dialogue it said at the end. Well, you can shoot, as long as you have arrows. And we got a bunch of skeletons following us. Jump! Oh, good. Where is this on the map? Oh, it's still considered the ground floor. Okay. Right, so here's what I was talking about catching fairies. No, not that way. There we go. So fairies are, I guess you can consider them a phoenix down, but that's a really weird comparison. They'll bring you back to life if you run out of hearts, let's say that. And something I didn't notice or realize until I beat this game again during practice is that this game, the Game Boy Advance version, keeps track of how many times you die. And by that it means game overs. Which I thought was kind of cool. Oh, 4 for the price of 1. Now these armored, or I wouldn't say they're armored statues, but the living statues, much easier to kill when you don't have a pot around. And thankfully that one had a key with it. Don't want to go there just yet, because I believe this one right here is a treasure room. Yep, you're going to have to deal with these jerks, but that's okay, just to get a lot of rupees. Let's see, 3x4 twice, so 12 times 2, 24, or 24 times 5, 70? I believe 70 rupees. What is math? Oh, even more of these guys. There it is. Ooh. I'm actually really glad I'm able to dodge these guys. Okay, this is kind of mean. Bunch of living statues. And these guys hurt, by the way. I'm just saying, I think they take a heart and a half whenever they hit you. That's kind of cruel. I can't wait to see this in post, just to see how many facts I got wrong. I just play the game. How good's your dodging skills? Oh, of course, the last one. There we go. Okay, we're right outside the boss door. Perfect. This guy takes 2 hits because he's red, therefore different. Wait a moment, this isn't the boss door. I'm thinking of something else. Okay, yeah, this is what I was thinking of. 6 at once! Yeah! That's how Link does things. Probably the easiest way to kill these things fast is to immediately shoot another arrow as soon as you've shot one. Kills them so much faster they practically walk into the arrow, which is very, very funny in my opinion. So let's fight the boss. The Armos Knights. I guess I was calling the ones outside the wrong name, but these are the true Armos Knights. Find a place where they won't step on you and just shoot arrows like nuts. Eventually they'll do this little lineup here. And every time you shoot them, life will go down, obviously, and once you take out the 5 of them, the last one will just try to stomp on you the entire time. Just keep slashing. He won't be able to get you. And there we go. After you defeat every boss in a dungeon, you get a free heart container. And we get the first pendant. Oh, that was a weird camera move. Focus camera, we just got a pendant. The most important thing on screen is me right now. Now we have a pendant of courage. Let's go see Sahasrara. That's a nice little touch. Of all the things they added to the Game Boy Advance version, I think Link's little yell is hilarious. Especially when you consider it's young Link and not adult Link. I don't think it would fit if you just had young Link yelling the entire time. I don't think that would work as well. So young Link, very good choice. So Sahasrara, we have brought you the pendant. What do you think of that? So wait, all of that just for you to tell us the legend? Okay, maybe not that cruel. Oh no. All of the knights destroyed. Oh, we're the diamond in the rough. Ooh, and what do we get here? The Pegasus boots! Or shoes, as they're called here. They're boots in every other game. These are hilarious. I have to show them off. Okay, so Pegasus boots. Hold down right trigger. Now you can run into the wall with maximum force. And you can actually run through big piles of enemies, and it is hilarious to do so. So our next target is the pendant down there in what looks like a deserty spot. So I'm thinking, next time on Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past, I'm going to go ahead and get out of these ruins, and then we'll go in a specific direction towards the next pendant. There really isn't much we can do now with the Pegasus boots. I don't know why I tried to end it early, because there are some things we can do with the Pegasus boots now. Something special as far as getting heart pieces go. So, postpone the end of the episode here. There's actually something important I want to do. Can't get me. Let's go ahead and explore this top half, and eventually end up down at the desert. So I'll just do an entire roundabout, give the full sweep of what the map looks like. But first, secret time. And whenever you hear that lovely tune, you know there's a great fairy waiting for you. It's either that or, you know, just regular fairies that you can catch for later. Alright, let's see what we got here now. What graveyard? Never thought I'd see that in a Zelda game. Besides all of them. There's one thing I want to do, and this is also the best way to get around, by the way. I'm really glad the designers thought, you know, they need a way to get around because this is going to take forever. So, charge right here, and go down these stairs. And what do you get for the Pegasus boots? A new heart container! The 4th piece of heart! And that's all I wanted to show. So next time on Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past, we are heading down to the desert to get that next pendant. So I'll see you guys next time.